You probably eat this hidden ingredient every single day without knowing it, and it might be silently damaging your health in ways that could surprise you. What if I told you there's something lurking in your favorite foods that spikes your blood sugar faster than pure sugar itself? This ingredient is maltodextrin, and it's everywhere in our food supply. You'll find it hiding in products labeled as healthy, dietetic, or even diabetic-friendly. Unlike regular sugar that we can see and taste, maltodextrin is virtually flavorless and appears as an innocent white powder on ingredient lists. But here's what makes it so concerning, especially for those of us over 55. When maltodextrin enters your bloodstream, it converts to glucose faster than table sugar. This rapid spike can stress your body's natural systems in ways that regular sugar doesn't. Studies have shown that repeated exposure to these sudden blood sugar surges can contribute to insulin resistance, inflammation, and metabolic problems that become more serious as we age. The scary part is that many people consume it multiple times daily without realizing it. Why do some people maintain steady energy levels and good health well into their 70s and 80s? What's the hidden ingredient that might be sabotaging your best efforts to eat healthy? How can you protect yourself from this blood sugar bomb that's hiding in plain sight? Stay with me to discover the complete truth about this ingredient that could be affecting your health more than you realize. Before we dive in, please subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell. Let us know in the comments which part of the world you're watching from. Let me explain exactly what maltodextrin is and why it's become such a concern for health-conscious people, especially those of us in our middle and later years. Maltodextrin is what food scientists call a modified starch. Think of it this way. If regular starch is like a long chain of sugar molecules linked together, maltodextrin is like that same chain broken into much smaller pieces. This breaking apart process happens in factories using heat, acids, or enzymes. The result is a powder that dissolves easily and absorbs into your bloodstream incredibly fast. On the glycemic index, which measures how quickly foods raise blood sugar, maltodextrin scores between 110 to 130. To put that in perspective, pure glucose scores 100 bis and table sugar scores 65. This means maltodextrin can spike your blood sugar even faster than eating pure glucose tablets. Food manufacturers love using maltodextrin because it's cheap, has virtually no taste, and helps improve the texture of processed foods. You'll find it listed on labels as corn maltodextrin, wheat maltodextrin, potato maltodextrin, or simply maltodextrin. Now let me share with you the 7 most concerning effects that maltodextrin can have on your body, especially as we get older. Understanding these will help you make better choices for your long-term health and vitality. Danger number 1, explosive blood sugar spikes that stress your pancreas. When you consume maltodextrin, your blood sugar can jump from normal to dangerously high levels in just minutes. Think of your pancreas like a fire department that has to respond to emergencies. Every time maltodextrin floods your system, your pancreas has to rush to produce large amounts of insulin to bring your blood sugar back down. Over time, this constant stress can wear out your pancreas's ability to respond effectively. This is especially concerning for people over 55 because our bodies naturally become less efficient at processing sugar as we age. Research published in medical journals has shown that repeated blood sugar spikes can damage the delicate cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. When these cells become damaged, you develop what doctors call insulin resistance, which is the first step toward type 2 diabetes. Even if you don't have diabetes now, these repeated spikes can push you toward developing it later. Danger number 2, hidden inflammation that damages your arteries and joints. When maltodextrin causes those rapid blood sugar spikes, it triggers something called oxidative stress throughout your entire body. Picture inflammation like rust forming on metal, except it's happening inside your blood vessels, joints, and organs. This type of inflammation is silent, meaning you won't feel it happening, but it's causing damage every single day. Medical researchers have found that chronic inflammation from repeated blood sugar spikes can make your artery walls thick and stiff, which increases your risk of heart attacks and strokes. For those of us dealing with arthritis or joint pain, this inflammation can make those conditions worse. The inflammation also affects your brain, potentially contributing to memory problems and difficulty concentrating. Studies have shown that people who regularly consume high glycemic foods like maltodextrin have higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood, which doctors use to predict future health problems. Danger number 3. Dangerous belly fat that surrounds your vital organs. Not all fat is created equal, and maltodextrin has a particular talent for promoting the most dangerous type called visceral fat. This is the fat that wraps around your liver, heart, and other organs deep inside your abdomen. Unlike the fat you can see under your skin, visceral fat is metabolically active, meaning it produces hormones and chemicals that can disrupt your body's normal functions. When maltodextrin spikes your blood sugar repeatedly, your body converts the excess glucose into fat and preferentially stores it around your organs. This visceral fat then releases inflammatory substances that increase your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers. For people over 55, this is particularly concerning because we naturally tend to accumulate more belly fat as we age due to hormonal changes. Adding maltodextrin to the mix accelerates this dangerous process. Research has shown that people with high amounts of visceral fat are more likely to develop metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions that dramatically increase your risk of serious health problems. Danger number 4. Disruption of your gut bacteria balance that affects your entire immune system. Your intestines are home to trillions of beneficial bacteria that play crucial roles in your health, from producing vitamins to supporting your immune system. Maltodextrin acts like fertilizer for harmful bacteria while starving the good bacteria that keep you healthy. When you consume maltodextrin regularly, it can shift the balance of your gut bacteria towards strains that promote inflammation and disease. This bacterial imbalance, called dysbiosis, has been linked to everything from mood disorders to autoimmune diseases. Research has shown that maltodextrin can specifically feed bacteria that produce toxins, which can then leak through your intestinal wall into your bloodstream. This condition, sometimes called leaky gut syndrome, can trigger immune reactions throughout your body. For older adults, maintaining healthy gut bacteria is especially important because our immune systems naturally become less effective with age. A disrupted gut microbiome can accelerate this decline and make you more susceptible to infections and chronic diseases. Danger number 5. Fatty liver disease that can progress silently for years. Your liver is like your body's main processing plant, handling everything from filtering toxins to producing essential proteins. When maltodextrin repeatedly floods your system with glucose, your liver gets overwhelmed and starts converting the excess sugar into fat. Over time, this fat accumulates in your liver cells, leading to a condition called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The scary thing about fatty liver disease is that it often has no symptoms in its early stages, so you might not know you have it until it's already advanced. As fat builds up in your liver, the organ becomes less efficient at its vital functions. This can lead to elevated cholesterol, poor blood sugar control, and difficulty processing medications. Studies have shown that people who regularly consume high amounts of rapidly absorbed carbohydrates, like maltodextrin, are much more likely to develop fatty liver disease. For people over 55, this is particularly concerning because liver function naturally declines with age, and fatty liver disease can accelerate this process significantly. Danger number 6. Increased cravings and food addiction patterns that sabotage healthy eating. Maltodextrin doesn't just affect your blood sugar, it also affects your brain's reward centers in ways that can create powerful food cravings. When your blood sugar spikes rapidly from maltodextrin, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine. Then, when your blood sugar crashes afterward, your brain craves more of those same feelings, leading to a cycle of craving and consumption. This is especially problematic because maltodextrin is often combined with fats and artificial flavors in processed foods, creating what food scientists call bliss point combinations that are almost impossible to resist. Research has shown that these rapid blood sugar fluctuations can actually reprogram your brain's hunger signals, making you feel hungry even when your body doesn't need food. For older adults trying to maintain a healthy weight, these artificial cravings can make it extremely difficult to stick to nutritious eating patterns. The combination of slower metabolism that comes with age and increased cravings from maltodextrin can lead to unwanted weight gain that's very difficult to reverse. Danger number 7. Accelerated aging at the cellular level through advanced glycation. This might be the most concerning effect of maltodextrin for people over 55. When your blood sugar spikes repeatedly, glucose molecules attach themselves to proteins in your body through a process called glycation. These glucose-protein combinations, called advanced glycation end products or AGEs, are like biological rust that accumulates in your tissues over time. AGEs make your skin less elastic, contributing to wrinkles and age spots. More seriously, they can stiffen your arteries, cloud your eye lenses leading to cataracts, and damage your kidneys and nerves. The rapid blood sugar spikes from maltodextrin accelerate this glycation process far beyond what would happen with natural aging. Studies have shown that people with higher levels of AGEs in their blood look older and have more age-related health problems than those with lower levels. Since we naturally accumulate more AGEs as we get older, consuming maltodextrin can essentially put your aging process into fast forward, making you look and feel older than your actual years. Now that you understand the serious risks that maltodextrin poses to your health, let me give you a practical action plan to eliminate this dangerous ingredient from your daily life. The first step is becoming a detective when you shop for food. Always flip packages over and read the ingredient list, not just the marketing claims on the front. Maltodextrin can appear under several names, including corn maltodextrin, wheat maltodextrin, potato maltodextrin, modified corn starch, or simply listed as maltodextrin. If you see any of these terms, especially if they appear in the first 5 ingredients, put that product back on the shelf. Pay special attention to foods marketed as healthy, low-fat, or diabetic-friendly, as these often contain maltodextrin to improve taste and texture after removing other ingredients. The second step is replacing processed foods with whole food alternatives that you can prepare at home. Instead of instant oatmeal that often contains maltodextrin, buy plain rolled oats and add your own fresh fruit and nuts. Replace flavored yogurts with plain yogurt and add your own berries. Choose whole grain bread from the bakery section instead of packaged bread that sits on shelves for weeks. When you cook at home, you control every ingredient that goes into your food. The third step is healing and protecting your body from any damage that maltodextrin may have already caused. Focus on eating foods that naturally support stable blood sugar and reduce inflammation. Fill half your plate with colorful vegetables at every meal, especially dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, which contain compounds that help your body process sugar more effectively. Add healthy fats like avocados, nuts, and olive oil to your meals to slow the absorption of any natural sugars you do consume. Include high-quality protein sources like fish, eggs, and legumes to help stabilize your blood sugar throughout the day. Consider adding a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to a glass of water before meals, as studies have shown this can help reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. Incorporate fermented foods like plain kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi to help restore healthy gut bacteria that maltodextrin may have disrupted. While eliminating maltodextrin from your diet is beneficial for most people, there are some important considerations to keep in mind. If you're currently taking medications for diabetes or blood pressure, removing maltodextrin and other high glycemic foods from your diet might cause your blood sugar or blood pressure to improve more quickly than expected. This could potentially make your current medication dosages too strong, so it's crucial to work with your healthcare provider to monitor your numbers and adjust medications as needed. If you have a history of eating disorders or have struggled with restrictive eating patterns, focus on adding healthy foods rather than strictly eliminating foods, as too much restriction can sometimes trigger unhealthy behaviors. People with certain digestive conditions might need to introduce high-fiber replacement foods gradually to avoid digestive upset. If you're underweight or have been advised by your doctor to maintain your current weight, make sure you're replacing high-calorie processed foods with equally satisfying whole food alternatives so you don't accidentally lose weight. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this important health topic that affects so many of us. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends and family members who might benefit from knowing about the hidden dangers of maltodextrin. Leave a comment below, sharing your own experiences with reducing processed foods in your diet or any questions you might have about making these changes. We love hearing from our community and often feature your questions in future videos. You'll notice there are 2 videos on your screen now that contain more valuable health information that can help you on your journey to better wellness. I'm confident you'll find them just as informative as this one. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember that every small step toward better health is worth celebrating.